Baconator650 here to do the Crazy Cat review of the Elite Force SL14. If you're not familiar with the Elite Force SL14, what it is, it's supposed to be the new evolution of speed loaders. So today we're going to do a review and rank it using our ranking system. I'm going to look at its capacity, its loading ability, its encumbrance, and its cost. Let's look at its capacity. In its reservoir up front, it holds 1,800 BBs. That's 1,800. BBs are loaded through a trapdoor through here. Something that we noticed though, that when loading BBs into here, is that it is very difficult to load it using a bag of BBs. It's actually a bit of a two-person affair. You have to have someone push this down here, while the other one pours the BBs in here. Now Elite Force says it works perfect with their BBs because their BBs are packaged in a bottle. So what I suggest is that you either get a water bottle and cut it out here to make a funnel, or take one of these. We took this out on a day of play, and I think I'm going to buy another one of these. This one I use for my car and my V-Strum, so I'm going to get another one, so that will be a lot easier, and it will only be a one-person affair to load them. Now, because of that, they're a bit difficult here. That's going to hurt the score, but the 1,800 round capacity will give the Elite Force SL14 a score of 4 out of 5. If you haven't seen how this loads, you have to hold between the BBs. You have to hold it down, shake it a little bit, and rotate it. And as you can see, right around here, the BBs are fully loaded. You insert your magazine, you rack it, hold that angle again, shake it a little bit, fills it with BB, rack it again. Each time you rack it, you put 40 rounds of BBs into your magazine. The magazine just clips in here. You can also remove it for cleaning. And then in theory, they're going to come out with other attachments so you can use other magazines. Hopefully the AK attachment will come out soon. I would like to pull out my Mag K again and start running it a little more often. So hopefully once they get that out, it'll encourage me to run my AK mags again. I would also love to see some sort of P90 adapter, although I could understand the difficulties to get something to properly adapt, as the feed tube you see down here is actually part of the loader and not the adapter. So they would actually have to create an adapter, probably to go all the way up here, at least all the way up to here, and have some sort of way to attach the P90 magazine. Like I said, it could prove to be a difficulty to come out with one that would work for the P90. The loading does take a little bit of practice, but it is definitely the strong suit of this. And 40 rounds with each pump is quite a bit of rounds. I found that filling up the 120 kW magazines took no time. The EVIC Banff magazines, of course, took a little longer as they're holding 190 rounds. If you don't know what 40 rounds looks like, well, here's a quick video to give you an idea how much 40 rounds is. Probably load each magazine within about 5 seconds with some practice. I give the Elite Force SL14 a 4.5 out of 5 rating with some marks off just because it takes a little bit of practice to shake those BBs in there The pumping's easy, but to get them all loaded in here just takes a little bit of practice. Encumbrance is going to refer to how easy this is to carry around. As you can see, it is quite large, about the size of a very small shotgun or a door breacher gun. Therefore, if you want to carry this on your gear, you probably will need to have some sort of weapons cache and also rig some sort of sling. Additionally, with all those extra BBs in here, just like the problem with high caps, it would make a lot of noise if it's not fully filled up. Because of its large size and its very bulky design, I'm going to give it an encumbrance rating of 2 out of 5 stars. The cost of the SL14 is $40, which is a bit on the higher end, although I personally think that every dollar spent on it is well worth it. As they say, time equals money, and this saves you a lot of time. So while you're spending a lot of cashy money, you are saving a lot of time. Therefore, you're spending more time playing or more time relaxing in between games while you're loading up your magazines. Even with a high price tag, these things still kind of go out of stock pretty quickly, although that higher price tag is going to deter everyone from buying them. The final score, if you're going to carry this out on the field with you, I'm going to give this BB loader a 3.6 rating just because it's so large and encumbrance. But if you're like me and the rest of the team, we only use the BB loaders in our pits, in which case I will give it a 4 out of 5 star rating. So depending on how you're planning on using it, the score will vary on how useful it is. I do highly recommend everyone look into one of these. Will this replace all your BB loaders? No. It only works with M4s right now. It doesn't work with my AKs, and it doesn't work with my P90s. So what I would do, I would have one of these, keep it in the pits, keep it secure so no one steals it, and then carry normal BB loaders onto the field if you need to, or if you're allowed to. And that way you have best of both worlds. Hope you enjoyed the review here. Sorry about the slightly darker image here. Be sure to like our Facebook page and subscribe below.